Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I am your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back. And this time we're going to do a Pisces solar return reading. In other words, your birthday. It's your birthday, bitch. Yes, I'm so excited for you. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. However many years young you are, so grateful for your beautiful presence here at this time. And we're going to hop right into your reading. We're beginning this session with the use of the karma cards. So we'll see what's coming out for you. And this is coming up as a major energy to focus on between this birthday and next birthday. So whenever you find it, there's something here for you. Somebody's going to be watching this reading and you're like, I don't have Pisces in my chart. Well, you do have it somewhere in your chart. You might not know where that is, but you do have it somewhere in your chart. And like with every other reading, it's timeless. And if there is a reason for you to be here, then you're going to be here. And that's just the end of it. So before we begin, let's just God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful messages that you channeling through me here for the zodiac sign of Pisces. So thankful and grateful to be of service. And for their highest, lightest, and brightest good, for their overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Thank you for channeling these messages through me with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so the planet. What planet is at play for Pisces energy in these karma cards? What do we have for Pisces tribe? This one wants to come out. We have the sun. I love. Okay. Let's see what we have coming out in the zodiac sign energy coming out for you, Pisces. So what it is a planet, it's a sign, and it's a house. So what planet is in what sign and what house is the energy that's going to come through the karma cards. All right, one card here. Thank you for Pisces. What do we have? We have Sagittarius. So we have the sun in Sagittarius. In what house? In what house? All right, thank you. In the 8th house. All right. So, in regards to the best nurturing for your soul right now, demonstrate your highest ideals as a life or death issue. So, spiritually, your soul is asking you right now to live by your highest morals, your highest ideals. Like it really freaking matters as a life or death issue. Okay, not like I hear it, ain't no half stepping. Yeah, there could be no half stepping in your energy right now, Pisces. This is really encouraging you to really go for what you believe in at this time. It's giving the vibe of if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And so right here, you're being asked to really stand up for what you believe in and regards to your own beliefs, your own isms. And that makes sense because if we don't do that, then we're so shifty, within our own energy. You really believe in something and you got to stand for that and not waver. Okay. In regards to the best nurturing of your intellect, this is realize the rules of getting and using power. So you want to make sure that you don't fall into a cycle of abuse of power. We all have power, and how we use it is of such importance and significance. Abuse of power and abuse of authority, that doesn't turn into good karma. So you have power here, and you need to use it in the upright way. And in regards to obtaining additional power, you really want to make sure that you are not doing things in a way that's going to incur negative repercussions moving forward for yourself. In regards to your physical world and how to nurture your physical needs, it says act like a leader, get out in the world and use other people's resources. This is saying you have people around you willing to help you in some sort of way. Communicate. Talk about what you need. Talk about what you're creating. Talk about what's important to you. You'll be surprised how different ones show up in your experience that have just the assistance and the guidance for you. Okay. Right now, you have this ability to create insights to help you understand your personal power. And that the sun is bringing this in for you, I hear. Okay, yeah, the sun is bringing this in for you. So the sun in your solar return, it's so appropriate that the sun showed up here because that means the sun is back in your zodiac sign. So with this sun coming in your zodiac sign, you can have new epiphanies and new awareness of what your personal power is and just how powerful you are. I also see here the gaining of respect for or from the wisdom of the mysteries of life. So you're understanding that there are certain things in certain ways that things work in life, and you're working with those cycles, working with that understanding in a respectful way to bring a positive experience for yourself. And in regards, I'm hearing, to your relationships with others as well. You're going to have a lot of things that are bringing in a lot more light and life into your experience because you're starting to understand a lot of the changes that you've been through and their effects in your experience and why they were necessary. So I'm being guided to read about each of these cards for you. So let's see what we have about the sun. In regards to the sun, get the right page. The symbol shows a dot in the center of a circle representing spirit or all there is, but also our ego in the world. The notion that we are all at the center of our personal universe, just as the sun is at the center of our solar system. The sun, being the most important of the planets, is associated with ruling others and making order out of chaos. The sun's heat and light give life, and so the sun represents fatherhood in a warm, giving, illuminating sense. It represents a father who gives life to his offspring and enjoys watching them live their own unique lives. He believes in the abilities of his creations and is proud of them. He desires, he visualizes, and wills something that never was into existence. The sun is always willing to create, to take a chance. This is both his sport and his purpose. The sun rules our heart. Key words: ego, being the center of attention, feeling important, pride, heat, light, a warm or sunny place, fatherhood, children, taking a chance, creativity, be it artwork, sport, or just plain fun and games, desire, belief in someone or something, visualization, lighting the way, purpose, ruling and making order. Believe that what you visualize is real now, and you will surely see your heart's desire come into being. The sun's warning: even the greatest ruler has to listen to the advice of others. An unrestrained ego can do more damage to you and your creations than any enemy can. So that's the message we have of the sun. Let's see what we have about Sagittarius for you. Okay, one moment, please. Now, Sagittarius energy for you. The Centaur. The arrow of Sagittarius represents Chiron, the bow-wielding centaur, half man and half horse. First doctor of herbal medicine and sage and tutor of Achilles. The legend of Chiron may have started out with stories of a wise and skillful hunter, perhaps the leader of the first tribe to hunt on horseback. As the hunting parties of different tribes crossed paths, they could have exchanged stories of Chiron's deeds as they sat under the night sky discussing the faraway lands and the different religions, philosophies, and customs they had learned about in their long journeys, made possible by travel on horseback. Sagittarius is associated with travel that broadens the mind, higher learning, the widespread dissemination of knowledge, the great outdoors, natural healing, religions, philosophies, customs, and laws, and all things foreign. The part of the body ruled by Sagittarius is the thighs. People born during the time of Sagittarius function best when they are learning and teaching. Okay. And I heard a Sagittarius person can become very significant to you throughout this next solar return cycle. Okay. And then we have the 8th house coming out for you in regards to the houses. One moment, please. All right. The 8th house also derives its meaning from the 7th house. As the 2nd house is associated with the resources and values that are totally under the control of you, symbolized by your 1st house, the 8th house is associated with resources and values that are under the control of you and others. Since no two people feel exactly the same way about virtually any subject, it becomes easy to understand why the 8th house has come to be associated with the concept of power. When 2 or more people pool their resources, it's usually because they can achieve more with what they have together. But deciding exactly how to use the resources that are held jointly immediately poses the question of who has the power to make the decision. Power struggles are not unknown to committees either. But the power gained by people pooling their resources is considerable and in the long run, usually worth the adjustments or compromises necessary. Sex is also connected with the concepts of the 8th house for the obvious reason that by joining together as a couple, we can unleash the supreme power of life itself. We thus take part in life's power struggle with death, another 8th house issue, because our action ensures the continuation of the species. The Hindu points of the ancient tradition of tantric yoga, the spiritual practice of union with the Godhead through the practice of specific sexual techniques, even refer to the orgasm as the little death. Sex and death, 2 of the greatest mysteries studied by all races of the world, are the symbolic of the 8th house association with the concept of mysteries and investigation in general. Add to this is magic as an illusion as well as magic, which can be described as the attempt to exert power over others for your good or for theirs. Therefore, the sign and planets associated with your 8th house can provide powerful insights concerning your feelings about these subjects. The 8th house, because of its symbolic relationship with power struggles, is connected to the concept of change, and death can be seen as the biggest change possible on this material plane. Whether we succeed or fail in our attempt to use or change the use of other people's resources depends on our ability to use personal power to change a partner's thinking. The concept of other people's resources is not limited to equal partnerships, loans, and inheritances. Both the bestowing and the receiving of them are also associated with the 8th house. But these terms are themselves not limited to tangible property. You can inherit wisdom from another person and power too. In general, the sign and planets associated with the 8th house can give insights concerning how you relate to and handle both your jointly held resources and those of other people. The 8th house is ruled by the planet Pluto and the sign Scorpio. But in the 8th house, what we have for you is the zodiac sign Sagittarius with the sun. The sun is taking those actions. It's the divine masculine energy. And Sagittarius about expansion, about wisdom, about doing things different and adventurous. I hear different and adventurous. Okay. So let's dig deeper into your messages and see what we have for you. We're going to get you a postcard from Spirit, and we'll read that last. Okay. So what is the most important message over this next solar return cycle for Pisces tribe, please and thank you. All right. We'll take the top one, and then let's see, what else do we have for you today? They said pull 3 Abuka cards for you. Okay. So 3 Abuka cards. 3 Abuka cards for Pisces. There's 1. There's 2. And nope, those didn't come out. I said 3. Okay, look. Doing too much. Here we go. Take that one. Put these back. Abuka says, pray. Who has not been a fool but once? Who has no regrets? Who has no desires? Who has no ambition? Who has not had to exercise patience? At times, great patience. And my friend, so must you before you attain your goal. Interesting. So they're saying you're going to have to be patient. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's things you want. There are things that matter to you. You're going to have to be patient. Yeah, you're ready to get out in the world and make some things happen with the sun in Sagittarius in the 8th house. You're ready to get out and make some things happen that affects you and other people. I feel like I hear you're going to want to help get some people involved in your agenda here. You're going to want to bring some co-creative components into play. You don't want some people on your team in this, is the way it's coming through. All right. You cannot visualize it. You cannot visualize it at this moment. That's what makes life full of surprise. Your brain, know and informing you that within your next 3 cycles, much that has been denied you in the past will be made available to you. Life is surprise. Surprise is life. So yeah, you're getting tired of waiting. You could probably sense the surprises coming your way, Pisces. But part of why you are in this energy is because life wants to surprise you at this point. And something here matters so much to you that you're having difficulty just allowing it to be what it is and waiting for the unfolding of it. But it's necessary at this point. Did you exercise patience? Is coming. Let's see what this one is. I do feel like you're more in tune with these, aware. You have more awareness of them. When they come out face up for me, that's what it speaks a lot. So let's see what we have coming out here. This is what you need to know because it was face down. Your tomorrows are good tomorrows. Your tomorrows are thrilling tomorrows. Your tomorrows are full of joy and happiness. Your tomorrows are to be envied. So Sagittarius, there's a vibe. Why I'm saying Sagittarius because you have Sagittarius energy. You might have a moon in Sagittarius or a rising sign in Sagittarius. I'm getting okay. Pisces, this is definitely your reading. Again, for some of you, there's a Sagittarius person coming in your tomorrows that is going to play a very significant role because it's not a mistake. I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back. I can't take it back. But this is your reading, Pisces, and there's some big joy. Again, the Sagittarius energy has to do with expansion. So there's going to be a lot of growth, a lot of beautiful things coming in for you in your energy. And it has to do with cooperative people in your life, people who share your ideals, share your purpose. It's a shared purpose, mutually beneficial activity that benefits both sides of the party, I hear. Mutually beneficial energy. All right. We're going to pull you some tea leaf fortune cards to look at some of the main factors. Let's see what are the main factors for Sagittarius between now and the next solar return. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. The bottom of this deck, we have the crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Yes, it will. Honor and respect will come to you. Okay. Let's see what we have coming out. So there's these ones here are face up. We'll start here. So let's see. The first one is chain, a chain of events that will affect your life. So there's some things going on together, stringing things together in your life. A chain of events will affect your life. So let's see what else we have. The hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. And look at this. This is beautiful. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Is this a Sagittarius person that is so, strongly seeking your attention in this reading? Because there is a very strong Sagittarius energy that keeps trying to come out. Listen, yeah, and it's kind of like what I see. This has something to do with your tomorrows. This is part of that joy of your tomorrows. You've been waiting for some assistance. It looks like as you reach out your hand, somebody is here to grasp it. Yeah. So be willing to ask for and accept help and assistance, and trust that things are falling into place for you. And I'm hearing, you know very well that things happen for a reason. You understand that there's been many situations that have happened in your life where once they were revealed to you, things were actually in the making long before they came into your awareness to reveal these solutions, to reveal the guidance, to reveal the assistance, to reveal to you what the possibility, what was in creation for you. It all started long before you had awareness of it. And then situations and circumstances align for you to become aware, to experience these things. So meeting with a stranger could be important. Stay in character, honey. It's not put your best foot forward. Stay in character when you're out and about in the world. You never know who you might meet, you know? Don't, make sure that nice person energy that you carry, yeah, that beautiful, sweet energy that you carry, everybody that meets you gets to meet you in character is important. So let's see what we have coming over here that was face down. Month of the year coming out of significance, April. Man, for the longest, if you've been watching the channel, we've been talking about the month of April because that's when the new zodiac year kicks off. Some of you are going to be meeting this new person in April. New zodiac year, bring a whole nother level of empowerment for us. Let's see what else. I hear somebody's name, April. If your name is April, dude, they're totally speaking to you. Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am, April. Somebody here is named April. Let's see what else we have coming out. The bell announcement. Okay, big announcement. Big announcement. Is it happening in April? It looks like totally so because April was right on top of the bell. Okay, is it about a person who was born in April? If they're born in the early part of April, then they would be a Pisces energy. Is your birthday in April and you're having a big old party, and at your party you're actually going to meet a new person? For someone it is, yes. Let's see what else. Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. I just said, are you going to meet somebody at your big party in April? For somebody it is. Okay. So, somebody here is going to be offering you compliments. And what I'm seeing is you may not be so in tune with the depth of emotion or affection or interest or admiration that someone has in you. Let's see what else. Gavel, involvement with the law. I heard this is this is karmic law. These are the repercussions of the actions that you've taken. It's a beautiful thing. It doesn't feel bad at all. As a matter of fact, when I saw this, it felt really good. And I got like karma coming around for all the goodness you've put down, for all the love you put down, in all the cases where it didn't pay. Here comes a payoff here in this experience. The purse, pay attention to your finances. Okay. And then we have the man, dealings or relationship with a man, and the bow, you are highly thought of. Interesting. So what I see here is this has to do with this admirer. Okay. I see a person coming into your experience. This is a new person you have not met. Everything in your life led up to this. I feel like I see that you've been waiting for this for a long time. It's a little bit longer until this comes to fruition for you because they're saying April. This is a timeless reading. So if you're watching this in April that's past, is it either it's next April or last April? There's resonance here for you. You know it's true. There's a man here I see this person, they are thinking about investing in you, and you're highly thought of. Okay, somebody thinks very well of you. They're either thinking about investing on you. On a lower vibration, I can't help but mention what I noticed. Just because somebody's thinking about you, pay attention. Pay attention to your finances. Okay. I see this person who's thinking about you. They very much pay attention to their finances. They've got their own bag and they're very, very generous. This person has a bag that overflows. Their bag is so full, they got plenty to spare and to share. And somebody here is interested in you and they want to invest in you. That's what I see coming through. Let's get some words of clarity over this situation. What is the messages for Pisces tribe where it lays is where it speaks? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Between now and the next solar return. All right, the bottom of the deck is happiness. Happiness. I heard love and happiness. So happiness coming into play. Interesting. I hear in your past there was a decision to break away from an immature energy. There was a decision to break away from an immature energy because it was creating some sort of blockage to your receptivity. So there was somebody in your experience, they were a cross current energy, meaning they might have brought a lot of low vibes or they really were hating on you. It was an enemy supporter. It was an enemy lover. It was some sort of distraction. I see you made a decision to separate from that. Those are face up. We know that. This is what we know. All right. What we need to know right here over April in the bouquet, we have depressing. So, interesting. Your tomorrows are good tomorrow. So I feel like around the time that you're finding this message, you could be feeling a little bit depressed because, is it related to a person who was born in April, which could is Aries zodiac sign. Thank you. It's Aries zodiac sign. Yes, it's Aries zodiac sign. I said Pisces earlier. Okay, so what they're giving to me is, yeah. In April, the beginning half of April, you're an Aries. The end half of April, you're Taurus. And so, is this in regards to some energy of, is there an Aries person here or a Taurus person here? And there's some sadness, there's some depression. You're not aware, either you're not aware of this person or you're thinking about someone from your past, but this is all right on. Your tomorrows are good tomorrows. Your tomorrows are full of joy and happiness. Your tomorrows are to be envied. And happiness was at the bottom of the deck. Somebody here, when you find this message, you're going to be sad because somebody was admiring you. They were making advances towards you, but something happened. Something happened here. And you had to put the law down. You had to take care of yourself and bring justice to the situation. But there's new stuff coming in for you. Don't let yourself sink too badly into depression, because the thing of it is, these emotions are real. Yes, we're going to honor that. But at the same time, depression is an easily downward spiral. It's like a drop in your blood sugar where you get low blood sugar. The lower it goes, the faster it falls. That's how depression kind of works. So if you're having a moment, if you're having an emotional moment, acknowledge the emotional moment. We don't want to deny your feelings. They're valid. But always with the idea that, was it April showers bring May's flowers, I hear? Even in this sadness, you got good things to look forward to. Okay, I already been through some hard things, and that means to balance, because we live on a universe and a planet of balance. Something good's got to be coming my way now. You know what I'm saying? You've been through some hard times. The balance must be offset, but you got to be willing to see it in your head, because if you can't see it in your head, you'll never hold it in your hand. So there's something here about you got to believe in that, even in your dark moments. It's okay for you to have a dark moment. It's okay for you to feel down. Those feelings are real. They're valid. That's how you truly feel. However, is what is going to be more satisfying for you is, even if you're in these low moments, for you to reach for at least just know this is passing, this is fleeting, this is momentary, it's going to change. The clouds don't ever stay. They always move away. Even that dark cloud. Somebody here, you've been having a bad habit of talking about being born under a dark cloud falling. Just stop it. You don't want that anyways. Part of that energy, though, it's all related to a decision you had to make here regarding somebody's immaturity. We're going to get rid of that shit out of your spread. We don't even want to see that shit on the table anymore. We're just going to take that out. Just like that. That easy. Yeah, and we're going to flip this receiving upright for you, because your hands are now open to receive, I heard. All right. Release. Look at you. See? Release. And what are you releasing? The blockages, to unblock yourself. Interesting. So it's like, as you release, if you're still looking at somebody who tried to steal from you, yeah, release that energy, because it's time for you to receive. And we're just going to put that all over there. Release and receive. We're going to put receive right over that release. Yeah, release and receive, because it's time for your happiness, honey. Yeah, so there, the energy is corrected. Somebody's like, really? It's that easy? Yeah, it's really that freaking easy to correct these vibes. Let's get some words out from my OG words of clarity. Now that the energy on the table is corrected, what do you have between now and the next solar return for Pisces tribe, please and thank you? Contrast. The yin yang cards coming out for you. Anything else? Do we have any other messages for Pisces in this solar return period? Thank you. We'll take those from the floor. What I'm looking at right now is the word transforming. Yeah, you've been going through a huge transformation. You are transforming. The way you do, the way you move, the way you see things is transforming. And we have this on the floor. Again, with release energy coming out, we have steadfastness as well, saying stay the course. And then we have deception and step out of my comfort zone to accomplish my goals with angel number 611 and reflection. Again, get rid of that shit. Why are you still focusing on this freaking deception? You already came out of your comfort zone to transform the situation. We're going to take those off the table too. Release and steadfastness. Stay your course. Stay on your path. It's important for you to feel liberated and free. Yeah. Release, double release energy. Let's get the miniature words of clarity on this. What do we have for Pisces tribe? Why do y'all got a photo for it? Can't you stay on the table at the bottom of the deck? What do I have at the bottom of the deck? It says decision. Yeah, the decision is coming out at the bottom of the deck. Boy, I'm going to have to write that at a darker marker. That yellow marker is really hard to see. Okay, so decision. You made a decision, a life-transforming decision. And this one fell to the floor. One moment, please. Okay. Openly smile. If you've been hiding your smile, Pisces, you need to smile openly. Things are in place right here. Listen, so you've been through some situations that didn't work out so well. In love, in business, whatever. You might have made some sort of deals that didn't work out so well. Calm down. You still got reasons to smile. You know what? Shit happens. You don't let it take your smile away. You don't let it take your vibe away. Like I said, if it's a momentary moment, fine. Have your moment and release it, let it go. Creation is here. You have a powerful creative energy. And as you release these attachments to these things that didn't work out, and don't be beating yourself up. So somebody didn't do you right. Is that a good reason to go around the corner and beat your own self up? That don't even make no dang sense when I say it, does it? But then why are you doing it emotionally to yourself? Oh, I'm so stupid. I didn't do the right thing. I can't fucking believe I fell for this. I can't believe I fell for this. I'm so gullible. I'm naive. I don't know. Stop. Just stop. Stop talking down to yourself like that. It's not your fault that you're a trusting person. And look over here. Recognition and harvest. Interesting. It's not your fault that you are a trusting person. You are going to receive. That's right on top of receive, which is covering over the blocks. So there's something here about energy that was blocking your receptivity, but you open that up because the release, double release energy in your recognition that, you know what, it's not bad on you for being a trusting, loving person. It's bad on somebody else who come and play on that. You know what I'm saying? Who manipulate, who don't come in with the same pure positive energy, who try to lie to you and deceive you. Yeah, we had a fucking deceiver in here. We got rid of him. Remember? So, what else do we have here? Transform and transmute. As you release, you transform and transmute these energies. Perfect. What is over here for you, Pisces? Expansion. I love. That's a beautiful energy. So here, with this release and the steadfastness, you're coming into an expansion energy. Expansion. Notice the size of the X on that. Like, dude, you're really going to have to X some shit out, completely block it out. Okay. It could have something to do with a connection because right now this X energy is looking like your ex. Your ex. Yeah, it's like block out your ex because your ex was a contradictory energy in your experience. And it's like, it also looks like Yibo energy, which would talk about fortune for you, good fortune and a divine gift. It's like as you release these energies, you stay steadfast on your path, Don't get off your path to go be on the path of some douchebag who, you know what I'm saying? As you've released these energies, here you are in an expansive path. And along this expansive path, there are divine gifts for you. Yeah, along this expansive path, there is good fortune here for you. So let's get you Oracle from the download Oracle. What is the message here for Pisces between now and the next solar return? All right. And it says, this is interesting. Nowhere, not in or at any place, not anywhere. Now, at the present time or moment. Here, in, at, or to this place or position. So nowhere equals now here. Are you getting nowhere or are you now here? It's a simple shift in perspective or the space between now and here. Sometimes it feels like you're getting nowhere. But if you could change your perspective, you would find that it's equal to now here. And then I hear within nothing is everything. So interesting. It's hard for you to see how far you've come, I hear. It's hard for you to see how far you've come. They said put that there. It's necessary for you to recognize how far you've come. This is going to help bring that harvest energy in for you. Yeah, your own recognition of how far you've come. So Pisces energy, this is what we need you to do. We need you to balance yourself out and acknowledge how far you've come. I heard you come a long way, baby. And if you would acknowledge that, it would serve you best. Okay, I'm hearing it would serve you better. It would serve you best. It serves you best to acknowledge how far you've come. Why we keep moving things around? It's like every time I'm readjusting little things, making sure they're in their perfect place. You know what I'm saying? Is there something here about that's what you're doing in your life? Abso-freaking-lutely yes, I hear. Abso-freaking-lutely yes. That's exactly what it is. So we're going to get into your tarot message now. And for your message, I want to work with the Tarot of the Cloisters. So we're going to put a full shuffle into your deck here live for you. So connecting the body and the body, connecting the body, heart and mind, connecting the body and the spirit, connecting the heart, mind, and body, connecting the heart, mind, and heart, connecting the heart, mind, and spirit, connecting the spirit and the body, connecting the spirit, heart, and mind, and connecting the spirit and the spirit. Yeah, this announcement is standing out. I see as you find balance in the contrast, you're going to be finding some big announcements coming up for you. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit, divine truth. Let me see, speak, and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity for my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity. All right, here we go. In your energy, you're showing up as the Two of Pentacles. You're in a state of change. You're in a change energy right now, Pisces. Making changes to create balance in your life. Perfect. Okay. Let's see what's the opportunity in this is the Page of Staves, saying you can do things new. You can take all the experiences and the lessons that you've had from the past and apply them to have a new adventure at this time. I hear you're well equipped for the next level of your journey. There is a big leveling up energy that's happening here for you. You're making changes so that you can be the opportunist who takes advantage of the opportunities. That's what I hear. Let's see what's below you. You have the Hierophant. I love that this is below you because this is telling me you're grounded and doing the right thing. You're in tune with your spiritual authority, and you've learned so many life lessons. You even share the life lessons that you've learned, and you're a teacher. And a teacher is always a wise student as well. So you've been doing a lot of teaching and learning, and you're ready for some new things. You have this new passion. You've got this new idea coming up for you between now and your next solar return. And behind you, you have the Hermit. Time alone. So this previous phase, this last year, was about really learning how to trust your own inner voice, how to trust the inner guidance system, how to trust your own energy. And the series of events that you've been through lately gave you a solidity in that habit, in that knowing, in that way of being, I hear. When did this youth card come out here? I don't know where this card came from, but it's here. Youth card is here. Interesting. So, interesting. What I'm seeing is there's changes. Okay. Are you making changes for somebody because that youth card is there? You're making changes. Somebody has a child that is going to be moving back and forth between mom and dad, something like that. They're going to be, and I feel like it's across distances. Yeah. I see that you're grounded in your spiritual beliefs, and that's important, but I feel like you're concerned about challenges because your spiritual beliefs are very different than the other home, whether that's across town or across the freaking country or halfway around the world. There's differences in spiritual beliefs and practices, so there's some concern about that. They're saying everything is going to be fine, and they're reminding you that you can actually work as the parent. You have a direct link to this child regardless of where they're at in our 3D world. So they're saying use that to your advantage and pour the energy of protection over them, over their energy field, over their mind, over their body, over their spirit, all of it. So that's an important detailed sidebar message for somebody here about a parent and a child situation. I see, though, as you step into balance, yeah, these situations here, what you've been learning is how to yield to the spiritual authority. What is your spirit guiding you to do? You finally got that fine-tuned. You're really in tune with your spirit and listening to it. Okay, above you, you have the Seven of Cups energy, which is saying, I have other wishes and desires. There are things I want to do. And that's very strongly on your mind. Seven Cups in the page of Wands energy here is definitely telling me you have some important things on your mind. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Sun. Again, Sun energy coming out again in your reading. Yeah, the Sun energy is strong for you. Like the sun, I always shine. The sun doesn't ask permission. This is perfect. The sun does not ask permission to shine. Whether somebody's living under a dark cloud or not, whether things are good or bad, the sun is always going to shine. So this is about you standing in your authority and choosing to shine regardless of the situations, the circumstances going on at the time, making sure that you stay in your power, that you remember what you've learned, stay in your divine consciousness, Christ consciousness, okay? Bringing positivity to the table, even when you're not exactly sure where that path leads with the Seven of Cups. You know what you want. You're identifying a bunch of different things that you want. You have a bunch of desires. The Seven of Cups for me is also the Make-A-Wish card, okay? Not the Make-A-Wish Foundation, but the Make-A-Wish card. But they're saying Make-A-Wish Foundation. The foundation of what's coming is, what are you wishing for? See, sometimes I'm hearing, you think that what your prayers are when you get down on your hands and knees and you put your hands together and you bow your head. No, honey, your whole life is a prayer. Every thought that you have is a prayer. Every idea that you focus upon is equivalent to what people in religious terms call a prayer. Yes. Why? Because it's a point of focus. The human creates through their point of focus. Say it again. Okay. The human creates through the point of focus. One more time for emphasis. Yes, please, and thank you. The human creates through their point of focus. Can you focus on expansion for now? What would that look like and feel like? Okay. Having all the major players come into play so that y'all can work together, bring all your co-creative, collaborative resources together and like everything work out. It's easy to focus on, for example, in the situation with a child, how at odds you and the other parent are that led to the separation. But could you instead focus on how you both have so much love for the child and care and concern for the child and their well-being, despite any differences that you may have? They're saying, somebody here, you've been working on quantum leaping. What are the connective energies? In other words, from here to where you want to be, there is something that's the same. If the only thing that's the same is you're going to eat shit and sleep here and you're going to eat shit and sleep there, then how can you get in a higher vibration and appreciation for that which is the same while asking for more? There's something here about that. Let's see what's unfolding in your experience. We have the Tower. Shocking surprise. Okay. What are you doing in this? You have the Nine of Wands. In your environment, you have the Five of Staves. In your innermost hopes and fears, you have the Knight of Cups. And in your outcome energy, you have the Eight of Staves. Okay. So, again, the bottom of the deck was the Sun. So you have some clarity, some consciousness, some knowing. It's very clear. You're very aware. Is you can hold that point in your mind. What you're going to find is, first off, you need to know everything you've been doing on freaking point. With the Nine of Wands here, honey, you're at the end. You're at the end of the struggle. You're at the end of the difficult part. It's like the final push to break through. You know what I'm saying? So don't quit now. Now is not the time to give up. with the 9 of Wands, they're giving me Chiron, the wounded healer. Yeah, with the Chiron energy, you've been through some things. You might want to give up. You might be feeling like, I just can't do this anymore. I don't know. Somebody's saying, I don't know what I want to do. And you're so close to the end. It's like when you're right there saying, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I don't know if this is going to work out. Maybe it's been for nothing. But you're still there. You haven't had the walk away. You still there. You haven't given up yet. It's like that is the energy that brings this breakthrough. It's like in that energy. In other words, you're acknowledging where it is, what you want, and you're opening up the possibility. Even though there's challenge, you're standing your ground, which is opening up the possibility for change. Now, in your environment, there is a competition here. There's competitors, there's battles. There's a lot of people out there battling. I see that you're making moves to separate yourself from these battles. And while you're there, you could be saying, I'm not getting nowhere with none of these people. You could be saying, I'm not getting nowhere in these situations. Yeah, definitely. I see that. But there's opportunity in this. I see where somebody been fighting with you. You're going to be hoping that they see the truth of their actions. I hear you're hoping that somebody sees the truth of their actions. And also, you're trusting in your spiritual guidance. You say, I've done a lot of ego death. I hear I've done a lot of ego death, and spirit guides me. Yeah, and spirit guides me. So you know you're spiritually guided. You know that it's good for you to play with your imagination powers, your imagination. You're finding balance. It hasn't been easy for you at all. But in between now and your next solar return, what you're going to find is movement. You're going to find love coming your way. You're going to find beautiful invitations coming your way. You're going to find happy experiences coming your way. You're going to find your plans and your projects take advancement. Just saying, I'm supposed to read some stuff for you about this card here. So give me just a moment. Let me pull it up. All right. This 8 of Wands marks the end of a period of stagnation and delay. You're approaching your goal quickly. Plans are nearing completion. I already said that. Good news is headed your way, and all forms of communication are highlighted. We said good news way back here. With the Bukra, your tomorrows are good tomorrows. Your tomorrows are thrilling tomorrows. Your tomorrows are full of joy and happiness. Your tomorrows are to be envied. Yes. So good news is headed your way, and all forms of communication are highlighted. In particular, faxes, email, and telephone calls. Travel is related to work, creativity, and spiritual pursuits. Broaden your horizons. We said that. Broaden your horizons. Try out new ideas. Begin new projects and conduct your business in a newer, more innovative way. Use available technology to advertise your products or yourself. Build a web page. Communicate via email. Learn to use your fax machine. The world is smaller than you think. Advertising and promotion are favored, so contracts that come by priority mail, fax, or email are favored as well. Travel is related to professional workshops, spiritual retreats, and anything that feeds your imagination. Anything that feeds your imagination. Yep, right here with the 7 of Cups energy. And helps you reach your goals. Good news arrives, something that puts a different spin on the overall picture. Synchronicities proliferate your life right now. Heed them and try to understand the underlying message. You meet someone quickly, unexpectedly, and the two of you hit it off big time. You're attracted to the other person's spiritual beliefs or the work he or she does. If you're already involved, things heat up. One or both of you move. Perhaps you move in together. Your open communication and complete honesty with each other enhance the relationship. The check you've been waiting for arrives in the mail. A tip from your stockbroker pans out. Your mortgage is approved rapidly. Funds are transferred electronically. Financial progress is sudden and frequently unexpected. Your healing speeds up, perhaps because of some belief shift you've made without consciously realizing it. Books about health and healing, as well as workshops on alternative therapies, stimulate your mind and spur your body's immune system. Things begin to click. You're on your way to wellness. It all happens so fast. One moment you're a skeptic, the next moment you're immersed in a transpersonal experience that seems to slam into your life out of nowhere. It touches every facet of your existence. Your quick response to information results in life-transforming experiences. Perfect. I love that. All right. Let's get you some of my handmade oracle messages coming out for you. Okay. Handmade oracle messages. What are the messages between now and the next solar return? Where is your faith? Faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains. The approximate size of a mustard seed is just a little spot. So where is your faith between now and next year? Where is your faith coming out? Is highly significant over this period between now and your next solar return. What else do you have for Pisces tribe? Okay. These two want to speak. That one and this one. Okay, transparency. So transparency, operating in such a way that it is easy for others to see what actions are performed. It implies openness, communication, and accountability. Continue with that. I hear you've been having that. The other thing, this may be of big interest to you, is syncretism. Santos Bonacci is the one that I learned about it from. The amalgamation, which is the action process or a result of combining or uniting, or attempted amalgamation of different religions, cultures, or schools of thought. So it's about combining different trains of thought, cultures, or religious beliefs. Okay. So some of you, it's what you're doing is you're pulling together all the experiences to conclude, to understand. Okay. There's something here about understanding how everything in your life is working together and has been working together. There's more clarity coming in for you in this breakthrough energy that you're coming into in this new cycle. Again, a shift in perspective is going to be highly significant for you. Highly significant, going to change your life. In the bottom of the deck, haunted by the truth. So there's something here that's true for you, but it's been bothering you. I see that's what this perspective shift is all about. You're going to have a huge perspective shift that's going to free you from something that has haunted you up until now. Huge change coming in for you. Let's get you some oracle messages from my combined divine energy oracle with the universe has your back. What do we have for Pisces tribe between now and the next? Most important messages for Pisces tribe between now and their next cycle, solar return. Rejuvenate, honey. You need to rejuvenate your energy. And over here, what is this? My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Listen, where is your faith? Again, being reiterated. Do you have faith? You need to rejuvenate your faith. Is coming out really big for you. Is there anything else from this combined deck for Pisces tribe at this time? Oh, I guess there is. I choose love no matter what. Important for you. And the bottom of the deck, Pisces tribe, look at this. Be patient. And we talked about patience being necessary. Yeah, it was here in your first Abuka card where it says, pray. Who has not been a fool but once? Who has no regrets? Who has no desires? Who has no ambition? Who has not had to exercise patience? At times, great patience. And my friend, so must you before you attain your goal. Patience must come in before you get your goal. And you got to choose love no matter what. Remember, where is your faith? Rejuvenate your faith in yourself, in the universe, in your experience. Yes. Let's see what we have for you from the Miracles Now oracles. What is the message for Pisces tribe between now and the next birthday? The bottom of this deck, I make decisions from a place of intuition and power. Perfect. That's what's been needed in this. That's what you've been tuning to. That's what you've been getting better at here. What do we have here? Happiness is a choice I make. Yes, honey. And happiness was at the bottom of the words of clarity. So I see you've been making this choice of happiness. What you thought you was going to have to make it once and that was it? No, baby. It's a lifelong process. You're going to continue to make more choices to be happy. And when you decide to be happy, guess what? Everything around you that you've been holding on to that is not cooperative with your happiness is going to be shown up. It's going to show out. It's going to flail around and throw a tantrum on the floor, you know what I'm saying, to try to throw off your happiness because it's counterproductive energy. It's a cross current energy. Yeah, and in this experience here, you need to make the choice for happiness. No matter what. Okay. What else do we have here? When I shine bright, I give others the permission to shine with me. And with all the sun energy you've had on your spread, like it's important for you to be in your power, honey. Others want to shine too. But when nobody's shine, everybody's afraid to turn on their lights and shine so bright. That energy spreads. And that's why it's a challenge sometimes for you too to shine your light. Adjustments are always necessary. You're going to continue to be making adjustments so that you can shine more brightly. Look, so you're the only one. Nobody else is out here dancing. Nobody else is out here singing. Nobody else is out here doing this, that, and the other, fill in the blank, whatever it is. Well, it doesn't matter. You are. Where is your faith? You know, your boldness. You have something here that only you can do. You got to shine that light. I am not the victim. I am the lighthouse. Yes, getting out of that victimization energy. I want to look a little bit deeper. They're saying pull from the Eye of Love Tarot in regards to your most significant romantic connection coming up between now and the next solar return. Let's see what we have for you. Most significant romantic experience coming up between now and your next solar return. I literally had no format for how I wanted to do this reading. I told them we would do it freestyle, free for all, whatever comes through. And this is what's coming through now for you. So let's dip it into the most significant romantic experience between now and your next solar return for Pisces tribe. All right. So in your most significant romantic experience, interesting, the world is here. I see that your next most significant romantic experience has to do with you and your originality and your difference. Okay, I see you wrapping things up. There's a leveling up. You are you've learned a lot of lessons from your past. So I feel like when this romantic experience comes up for you, so if you're single, you're making yourself the center of your world. If you're coupled, your romantic experience, you're protecting that relationship very strongly. So let's see the connection between you and another, you and the other, the Magician. Okay, so yeah, you've manifested this. You've both manifested each other. This is two people in their power. Two people in their power. I see you could be feeling very distant or different. I'm hearing both words, distant and different, from this person in your most romantic experience. So it could be a long distance relationship. It is a long distance relationship for some. On the other side of the table, who or what do we have? The Page of Cups. Okay, this is an idea. So interesting. This is an idea. In your romantic experience, there's somebody here who is offering you messages of love. There's flirtation going on. So in a single person, this is saying, listen, honey, this year you're going to be manifesting a whole lot of experiences for fun and flirtations, and keep it light, keep it fun, keep it joyful. Okay, that's important. Enjoy this life. And in relationships, I see that for some of you, you're going to be finding your world change because there's a pregnancy coming up for someone. Anybody who doesn't want who doesn't want to get pregnant, using birth control, etc., contraceptives. However, for somebody, that's not going to matter. I heard for somebody, that's not going to matter. There's still going to be a pregnancy. This baby really needs to be here. Okay, what else? For somebody where there's no baby involved, but there is a romantic connection involved, I see there's this childishness or playfulness. So if your partner is in a lower vibration, it could be the person throwing tantrums and acting childish. Okay. If that's so, I see this year you're going to be wrapping that situation up. You're not going to be willing to deal with this childish behavior no more. For someone else, there's something happened in your, there's a person here in a partnership, and something happened in their life in the recent past that caused them to take a more childlike approach to life. They could have had a death scare. They could have had a health scare. They could have had lost somebody in their life, and it's making them touch in their inner child energy. Whether you are in a relationship or not, I see in your romantic experience, whoever's showing up on the other side in your experience, which you know, this person, there's some emotional maturity that needs to happen, whoever's in the other side of your experience. So what do you need to know about this is the Seven of Pentacles saying, listen, certain things you can't do for other people. Everyone has to tend to their own garden in this life. And so where, like, for example, somebody coming up with that childishness, you know, there's nothing you can do to change them. I hear you put in your due diligence. You did your time. You did all you could do. It's time for you to just let it be what it is and let it move on. Okay, in regards to your romantic experience where there is flirtations and you're very single, living your best single life, I see that you're not really focused on taking anything too seriously. It's very lighthearted for you. It's very, maybe you'll date, you might talk or something like that, but I don't see you getting deeply involved with somebody in this, over this next cycle for someone here. Let's see what's the guidance for you. The Eight of Pentacles, be about your work. Be about your work coming up. Paying attention to your finances. I see Pisces energy here. Okay, first off, guidance. This is a karmic cycle going on for someone in a relationship. You've been dealing with some childish, immature energies. Somebody doesn't want to grow up. Somebody doesn't want to grow up. Well, the fact of the matter is you can't make them, and you're figuring that out. So rather than go around another karmic cycle with this individual, I see you making a clean break because the energy is really calling you to, and you're stepping into your power. Some of you are going to spend the next year very single, having fun, spend time with friends, family, etc., but minding your own business because you're really more focused on building up your pentacles. I see that happening here. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck here. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles for me always talks about doing the work to take care of yourself, self-care, self-stability, self-reliance, building your own self up, your health, your physical resources, your financial resources, your spirituality, all of that. I see that here for you in regards to romances. They're telling me to get another deck out here and talk to you a little bit about finances as well. So let's see what deck. Okay, they said the money and the law of attraction should start it off. So let's talk about money over the next solar return. What do we have for Pisces tribe regarding their money and finances between now and next year? What's the most important message? Thank you. All right. It's card number 21. 2, duality. 1, leadership, authority, personal power. Okay. 2 in 1, Empress energy. Okay. What if everything was always working out for me? And we have somebody here with their spyglass looking out, surveying what's coming. What if everything was always working out for me? What would that look like? Let's see what the card says. When you play the what if game, look for things that make you feel better. There is never a situation in which there is not a way out, but out of habit, most people continue to choose the lack perspective until they eventually find themselves where it seems that there are no more choices. But as you hold to your intention to look for evidence of well being and thriving and success and happiness, you will tune yourself to the vibrations of those things. And so those kinds of good feeling experiences will dominate your life. This is important in regards to your finances. This is significant for you over the next calendar year between now and your next solar return, is to look for evidence of things working out in your favor. Because what they say in the world, the saying is, be careful what you go looking for, you just might find it. And they always like to use that term to relate to like cheating spouses and stuff like that, right? But yes, be full of care at what you go looking for, because you just might find it. So if you're looking for evidence of where's my money path, what's working out for me? How is this working out for me? If we could shift our perspective to do that, you would find a lot more working out for you, I hear. So let's pull some tarot cards on this. And I'm being guided to find here we go, the pictorial key tarot in regards to finances for your energies. Let's get some shuffles on the deck. Finances between now and the next solar return for Pisces, please and thank you. Finances for Pisces tribe between now and their next solar return. What can we see in regards to financial matters? What's influencing finances? And what is their power? Where is their power? What can they take to level up? We have the 7 going to the 8 of Pentacles here. So there is definitely a level up in this possible for you. So what is the situation when they find the video? What can they do? Let's see. What is the situation? Situation in regards to finances, please and thank you. Financial matters. Okay, something stayed in the deck. We're going to leave it there. This is it. Financial matters. The 10 of Wands flying out for you. So in regards to financial matters, you're carrying a lot of freaking responsibility and a lot of weight. And then I'm looking at the way this is here with lining up with the 7 of Pentacles and this whole, I am not the victim, I am the lighthouse. So happiness is a choice I make. Affecting your finances, I feel like you're carrying a lot of responsibilities that are not yours. They're not yours. Well, it's because I have to do this because of you, and I got taken advantage of because, I was doing this for you and you didn't do for me, and stuff like that I'm getting. So, Pisces, anywhere where you've been carrying a lot of weight for other people financially, yeah, it's time to drop that, because certain things are not your responsibility. The 7 of Pentacles is tend to your own garden. So I hear anywhere, what's one of the things that's been affecting your finances is carrying responsibilities of other people and not letting them handle their own business. You're enabling somebody by stepping up for them every time, all the time, I hear. What's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Hangman. There's that perspective energy again, a need to change perspectives. It's going to change. So you think that love means I carry your responsibilities. I choose love no matter what. You think that taking care of somebody else financially or materialistically in some sort of way and overburdening yourself is love. But they're saying, no, that's not the case. They're saying in regards to finances, that it's an enabling factor, because if you keep taking care, it's one thing when you see a need and you feel a need and then you move on. It's another thing when it's an ongoing process. I'm hearing for 10 months you've been paying somebody's car note. I'm hearing for 10 months you've been paying their phone bill. What is it? Is it all of the above? It is that for somebody. It's time to reevaluate your investments. It's time to reevaluate how you're investing your finances. It's time to reevaluate the things that you're putting yourself in debt to. It's time to reevaluate the weight that you're carrying, and is it really yours to carry? And you know what you need, and you know how to get where you want to be. And you know that a lot of it is going to be in letting everyone carry the weight of their own life, like their choices. They made the choices to get where they're at. They have responsibility in this. And it's like, you can't keep, you can, but it's going to block your energy. And we already had the blocks, and we brought receive over it. Look at that. This is perfect. This came out earlier. We had blockages. You overturn those blockages, and now you will receive. That's what this is talking about. Who or what is this in relation to, I hear? The Eight of Cups. So it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces child or person in your experience. I say child because we have this Page of Cups energy here as well. So this Eight of Cups energy, who or what is this in regards to? This is somebody who is either walking away. So there's also here the vibe for someone, you've been focusing a lot on things not working out for you. Pretty much you've been focusing on who didn't work out, on what's not happening, on who left you, and how you're so alone. I miss you lonely. So it's interesting because if that's been what you've been doing, because somebody's moving on with their life and not with you, that's affecting your finances. And we don't want to continue to do that. Again, what if everything was working out for you? What if this person leaving your life was just what you needed so you can overturn those blockages and receive, and you were just having a hard time doing it? What's the guidance for you moving forward to increase your financial wealth and prosperity? The Star card. Where is your faith? Again comes out. Where is your faith? You're leveling up in this. Stay in your faith. It's important for you to remember your value, your worth, your state of protection, your spiritual status. I hear your spiritual status. And this age of Aquarius is going to shift a whole bunch of stuff up. I hear some of you have taken on a lot of debt because you have a powerful purpose that you've been fully investing in. And the thing about it is the old energy of the age of Pisces actually was still in place, but we're in the age of Aquarius now. It's finally grounding. So as the energy from the old age of Pisces filters out, coming into the age of Aquarius, there's a new hope here. There's a restoration. The Star card talks about protection and safety no matter what. It's like this blanket of safety and protection over you. You're going to have what you need no matter what. Some months it may feel like you have just enough to get by. But if you could be more grateful for the just enough to get by, just be grateful that it's like every time you pay a bill, they're saying, give praise and don't be like, fuck, I got to spend this last money on paying this bill right here. No, that's not it. First off, stop calling it your last money. Stop acting like it's a freaking problem. Be grateful that you have the money to pay the bill. And if you can pay, even if it's $1 extra or round it up to the next even dollar or $5 or $10 or $100 or whatever makes sense. What that's going to do is put you in alignment with this energy of good fortune and good luck coming in. So I definitely see that once you open yourself up to these possibilities of opportunities that are available for you, and how even whatever's been happening in your life has been beneficial in some sort of way. And again, working with this technique of being grateful that you have a bill to pay. Because if you have a bill to pay, that means you have a resource. You have something you can use. If you have a bill to pay, that means you have something. You wanted that something. It matters to you. That's why you have a bill. Gratitude and appreciation for your ability to maintain your financial obligations coming in is highly significant. A perspective shift. I have it. I got it. I'm going to use it for what it's been given to me for. I see that in this energy, new opportunities and new doors are flying open for you. You're going to be surprised with new opportunities coming your way, because you're looking at, what if everything was always working out for me now? You're looking at, What if things are actually working out here, even if it doesn't look like it? What is happening below the surface that I'm not aware of? Some projects that you've been working on could sell. They could gain, a business you've been investing in gains popularity and gains greater stability. Your career takes off. New influential clients and customers and contracts coming in for you. Any investments you've made will increase in value. And some of you, you've just been like, dang, I've been working all these little piddly paddly jobs, and you know what? Your dream job is coming through for you. You are going to actually be financially shining by this time next year. By your next solar return, there's going to be a financial healing that has gone through your life. And you're going to be so grateful for it. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. So it's important because we did have that Make-A-Wish energy. Where was it? Right here. Make a wish. Use your imagination powers. Use the power of focus intention here to bring this about. Okay. What other messages? Do we have other messages for Pisces? Yeah, they're saying pull for you from the wisdom of the golden path. Okay. So your next message coming from the wisdom of the golden path oracle. What do we have for Pisces tribe, please and thank you? This one wants to speak to you. These two want to speak to you. You have, I told you, good fortune coming out and questioning your beliefs. So listen, I hear you've been having some trust. Again, where's your faith? At the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I see, again, you may have had some challenges to trusting and having faith. And so you're starting to really get with yourself and see about what you've been believing. Are you holding on to self-limiting ideas, self-sabotaging ideas? And I see there's this greater willingness and acceptance of opening up possibilities for yourself in this. Seeing things from another perspective is most beneficial. And I opened the book right to good fortune. Perfect. Good fortune soon flows through your life like a great river, and the world begins to feel a bit like an exotic playground. The lady featured on this card represents balance, grace, wisdom, intrigue, and mystery. Boredom will soon be a thing of the past as each moment brings new and exciting things. Enjoy this time in knowing that heaven smiles and showers you with many blessings. Rich, beautiful experiences are in store for you, interwoven in a colorful tapestry of love. Some affirmations you could work with over this next year are: my life is a colorful tapestry of rich experiences, and I am grateful for my good fortune. Beautiful. I'm also being guided to pull an oracle message for you from the self-care oracle, sacred self-care oracle. So these are some things that if you've been doing, you want to continue. If you haven't, or you've thought of it, but you've been reluctant, it's time to implement some new things in your life. So let's see what we have coming out for you from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle for Pisces tribe. And then they said this will be the final message, and we'll close you out with your postcard from Spirit that we pulled in the very beginning. Let's see what we have for Pisces tribe. Interesting. It flips right over. Abundance planning. Look at that. Sacred Self-Care Oracle. It came out. Abundance planning. I love. So we have somebody here journaling. And look for fairies is at the bottom of the deck. So it's talking about look for how the universe is working out in your favor. How are things conspiring in your favor? It's always true. You just haven't had a habit of looking at that. They're guiding you here to really look at how things are conspiring in your favor. All right. I'm looking for the guidebook for this deck. One moment, please. I have so many. Okay, here it is. Like I have so many guidebooks here. Abundance planning. It's card number 1. So this is in your personal power. This is in your, you got to take leadership in this. Okay. Here, write down your goals. What are your financial goals? Okay, we have the lucky cat, the Chinese lucky cat here, and her nails are done. I want to point out that her nails are done. As an entrepreneur here, and my business is nails. There's something that I learned in this a long time ago, which is you could put on all the pretty clothes, all the makeup, beautiful hairstyles, etc., all of that. And yes, it's for you, but everybody else sees that more than you do. What you see, no matter what you're doing, is your nails. Take care of yourself. If you can't yet afford to go get your nails done, manicure your own nails. If you don't know how to do all the detailed part, fine. Can you keep them polished, keep them looking nice, keep them filed? Because you look at your hands, and when your hands look like shit, you're gonna say, "Oh my God, my hands look like shit," consciously or subconsciously. If you look at them and you like them, that's a confidence boost. That's powerful, positive energy for you. And when you can afford it, keeping your nails up is a beautiful thing to do for yourself in whatever style you like. They don't have to be wild and insane like mine. They could be simple, one color, short, just like hers. It doesn't matter. These are little things, self-care, nurturing things that you can do that bring increased abundance and prosperity to you. I've seen it in all my years. I've been doing nails since 2007, and I've seen it. When women put themselves first and they make themselves a priority, abundance flows in their life in beautiful ways. And the minute they decide that they can't afford to take care of themselves, their own needs, or they don't have enough for it, then I watch things go on a downward spiral again, like that low blood sugar. It just goes down and down and down. So abundance planning. The mantra is, I attract a level of abundance in alignment with my self-worth and reflective of my generous nature. I heard tipping is going to work really good for you. Don't be penny pinching on your tipping. Give out beautiful tips. Another thing I'm hearing, a technique you can do, bless a dollar and make it as good luck for somebody else. The energy you put out comes back to you. And how do you do that? You might just drop a dollar somewhere. You might leave a dollar somewhere intentionally where you know somebody's going to find it. But it's about creating good luck for others with your resources. So you might see somebody who's in need and fulfill that need. But one thing that I've done that's shown results, usually the same day or within 3 days, okay, is intentionally, this money is good luck for somebody, and I'll just throw it out the damn window while I'm driving down the street and watch it come back multiplied. Usually it likes to come back multiplied times 100. I'm going to tell you that much. All right. Your financial health is an essential aspect of your overall wellness practice. It's time to take a closer look at how you're spending, saving, and making money. To begin, review all your bank accounts, investments, and credit cards, as well as any loans you're carrying. Doing so will help you get clear on your financial status. Then make a practical plan to lower your expenses, increase your income and savings, and repay your debt. An excellent place to start is at your local bank or with a financial advisor. Work with your bank or advisor to optimize your accounts to have the lowest fees and highest interest rates possible. Why would you want? Oh, okay, thank you. In addition, you can set up with automatic bill payments, transfer monthly deposits into a savings account, and begin consolidating any debt you may be carrying. The other side of your financial abundance equation is generating more money. When you put your energy towards it, you'll often find new ways to do so. If you're working, this can be achieved by negotiating a raise at your current position. Consider applying for a promotion or a new job, taking on a side gig, or educating yourself on a new topic or skill with income generating potential. If you're an entrepreneur, look into raising your fees or prices, developing new marketing strategies, and expanding your product offerings, as well as other ways to increase your margins. What was your family's relationship with money like when you were growing up? And how has that impacted your relationship with money? These are two questions that are very important for you to do some self-discovery work around, because A lot of us came up from families where money is the root of all evil. And don't you know that money don't grow on trees? And you weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and neither was us. It's shit like that. It really like limits your potential here for abundance. So there's some childhood ideas as well that have restricted you. I heard anywhere where you had money as a child and somebody stole it from you, especially if your parents did, there's some healing that needs to happen around that. hmm Where you saw parents that struggled financially, that was an experience that you had, and there's some healing that needs to happen around that. So you want to do some work around that in this year coming. And either way, it's like write down your goals. Write down your goals. What are you hoping to accomplish? And then you say, I'm hearing you say to yourself, yeah, well, I don't know how to do all that. Okay, instead of deciding that you don't know how to do all that, why don't you instead ask the universe, ask God the question, how can I do this? How can I do this? How can I get into my financial abundance? Okay. How can I get into abundance overall in my life? And you don't have to decide what the answer is to that. Let your life show up and show you what is the answer to that. All right. Let's get your final message for your solar return reading here from the postcard from Spirit. It says, Dear wonderful you, intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. No, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one that is totally you without artifice or walls. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it will be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to spirit and to us. There's amazing freedom that comes when you let go and just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy is truly empowering. So may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better, and we hope learn to love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. You will be so glad you did. Loving you so, so much. So there's the sun energy. This is about you coming out and shining in the sun, you know, opening up your energy, being bold, being bright, taking actions that make your spirit feel right. Um, the world is conspiring in your favor. And in this journey over this next year, not only will you become more vulnerable and intimate with others in your surroundings, but while I was reading that card, most importantly, you will do this with you and you. So these are the messages that we have for you for your next solar return. Thank you for all your love and support. You have questions, I have answers. Those are below the information in the facts in the description box. Okay. So until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby.